A fierce new warning is echoing from Capitol Hill, and it's coming from one of the most vocal Republican critics of the Ukraine war effort. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says American lawmakers who continue to support billions in funding for Ukraine may soon face a political reckoning. Greene, a Republican from Georgia and a close ally of President Donald Trump, says the latest push to send more taxpayer dollars to Kyiv amounts to a complete betrayal of the American people. Her statement came just one day after US senators unveiled a proposal to send $54.6 billion in aid to Ukraine over the next 2 years, covering the 2026 and 2027 fiscal years. Funding, fueling, and ultimately fighting Russia in Ukraine would be a complete betrayal to the majority of Americans, Greene posted on X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday. She added, "America voted to end funding and fighting foreign wars." Greene is pointing to the 2024 presidential election, where Donald Trump, who has consistently opposed more US aid to Ukraine, won a second term in office. Trump has long insisted that Europe, not the United States, should foot the bill for the war in Ukraine. And Greene isn't alone. Former Trump advisor Steve Cortes recently slammed the latest Ukraine aid proposals, calling Ukraine a corrupt country and warning that its leadership cannot be trusted. He cited President Zelensky's controversial crackdown on anti-corruption bodies as evidence of democratic backsliding. Meanwhile, Trump himself has repeatedly raised the alarm over possible misuse of US taxpayer money. He's questioned where the billions sent under the Biden administration have gone, and whether that money has already been embezzled. For Greene, the issue isn't just about foreign policy. It's about the future of the Republican Party. She warned that GOP lawmakers backing continued military aid to Ukraine may be alienating a key demographic: younger Americans.
Young voters under 50 are beginning to feel completely unrepresented by both parties, she wrote, criticizing Washington's spending priorities. Taxpayer-funded initiatives have made life unaffordable and the future bleak for the vast majority of average Americans.
And Greene didn't stop there. She renewed her sharp criticism of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, calling him a dictator and urging the US to cut ties with his administration altogether. She accused Zelensky of blocking peace talks and prolonging the conflict, a position that aligns closely with Moscow's own rhetoric. Russia, for its part, continues to argue that Western military and financial assistance only prolongs the war and leads to further bloodshed. The Kremlin has warned that new rounds of funding from the US or NATO will only intensify the conflict, not resolve it. As the war in Ukraine grinds on, the political divide in Washington is sharpening. With Donald Trump back in the White House and key allies like Greene pushing back hard against foreign intervention, the future of US policy on Ukraine is once again up for debate.